We gonna let them hits fly. We gonna let it go. If it ain't, you already know what time it is. CommenterNation, the greatest nation since United Nations. Staying patient. No time wasting. What's really good? What's really good? Now, I gave you guys something else to talk about. I gave you something else to look at. We discussed it briefly. I seen what answers were given in the community section. As I always tell you, check community section, and I always put things down for you guys to reference right before I handle business, right before we do things. Now, let's talk about it. What was it that we discussed that is of importance? You know, I'm always here seeing familiar faces. Everybody's just driving by like, damn, what's up with that? That's weird. But let's talk about it anyways. We got to put it up because what it is, it is. You know what time it is. Genesis. Now, let's be respectful in this sense. This is just bringing her into the understanding that she is the creme de la creme of who was chosen to have been someone in his life. That's very important, actually. More important than I even realize. Here's what I don't understand. I've never heard of you. I mean, let's be real. Each of the women that were in his life making claims to have been connected, I've spoken on at some point in time. So I'm objective. You can't say I'm not. I've even looked into things and received information on each and every one of them. I was being objective. Can't say I wasn't. Now, I see where you fit in, being the sole baby mother somehow. When I was alleged by other people that they were pregnant, receiving threats, but you're glorified in the media, even by relatives of his, pertaining to the birth that you are giving and have given and gave in remembrance of him. But here's my thing. You were like dawned in. All these other people making claims were ignored. I don't even know if they were checked. I don't even know if they were put in a position, so receipts like that would have to be presented for me to say so. Now, it's another thing if someone could try and prove and say, look, you know, I have proof that this is the case. That's a whole nother scenario. But we don't have that pending here for us. So in that sense, we can't give it that much credit that it supersedes any type of understanding that we have. But I ask you a specific question. Your thoughts of her? I put faithful baby mother. Alleged interests, basically, and then I put a few others. There were one that everyone took to. I said a mask of some sort to the scenario, and a lot of you clicked that. That's interesting. That's very interesting, and that's all I'm gonna say about that part of it. But let's get into it. What would make it a mask to the scenario? You know, here's what we know. There were other ones claiming. One of them even claimed they were threatened. So how many more were threatened? Now, we know because of him being a star, there were going to be people claiming some type of relevance. But let's ask ourselves, for them to claim a relevance, don't we have to know that it would be tested? Or did they not understand that? Did they think they'd claim that they were having his baby or something of that sort, and they just run forward with it without proof? It's hard for me to believe they would think that would be the case when he's deceased and no longer can speak for himself. Now, I also noticed an interesting thing about Genesis, and part of this had to do with the pictures where she was with the group. The most interesting thing about this picture are two things, and a commenter brought this to my attention on Instagram. Hop down in the comments below, give yourself the credit. Give yourself the credit. What was interesting about this? What do you think she said? Number one, it's the picture itself. Their opinion was that she allegedly looked photoshopped in the picture. Now, I don't know that to be true. I have my guys looking at it right now. They're going to get back to me. I don't have any facts about that. Another thing is, why is Solomon laughing so hard? I mean, look at everyone in the picture. Why is there him up front laughing so hard? This looked like it was supposed to be a joyous moment. I understand. But he is the only one laughing as he is. What is the funny part? Was he laughing at someone's pose? Was he laughing? Because a lot of them was serious in the picture. Was he laughing at someone's look? Did someone tell a real funny joke and he was the only one laughing? Or was he laughing because he knew some things others did not know? Was he laughing because of a certain situation that presented itself and he feels, let's say, in a hilarious type of emotion where he stands victorious of some sort? You know, I do my laugh, and you know, it's my laugh. But as I do it, I can tell you that it looked like a victorious laugh. A laugh someone does after a victory of some sort. Just being honest. That's just what it looked like. But onward.